fear the most?
Losing my mind, maybe? You know when you go to boarding school and you're surrounded by... And we practice kissing on our arms and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah.
Didn't you do that in school? Was it just me? When life gives you lemons, make strong alcoholic margaritas. Cheers.
Hi Kalki, welcome to our show.
How are you doing?
Very well. We are at this very cool place called He Said, She Said, and we're having something which looks like a margarita, but it's not a margarita.
It's a Nimbu Pani.
It's Nimbu Pani.
That's as adventurous as we can get.
Exactly. Tell me, Kalki, what really gives you a high in life?
Work, actually. Yeah.
Yeah?
Just like really getting excited about a new project.
Right.
Getting my fingers and digging my claws into it.
Yeah, but beyond work, what else?
Well, like, I'm actually an adventurer, so I love to
Really?
go out. I love to go to the mountains. I love trekking. I go skiing in Kashmir. I have started to learn surfing in my hometown in
Super.
Pondicherry. So I'm
Like a very outdoorsy kind of person.
That's my, I feel like, you know, I'm only going to be young once. I want to do all these fun things.
Do everything you can when you're young.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have a very interesting mix of films, Kalki. When you do a Ye Jawani Ye Diwani, then you do a happy ending, and a film like Margarita with a straw. So what makes you choose this mixed bag of film?
I want to do good films, and I don't think it really matters if it's commercial or independent, as long as I connect to something in the script, and especially the director, you know, if I feel like that director is passionate about the story.
I mean, I understand the fact that you look at only the creative aspect in the story, but you know, like you say in Bollywood, the saleability of a project, of an actor, doesn't that like concern you sometimes?
I really love my job, and I do theatre where I get paid nothing or virtually nothing.
But that's the pure passion of acting, right?
So why can't we have pure passion of acting in films?
True.
Why do we think that film acting is less passionate?
True.
It should be.
As long as you can pay your bills, you're good.
It should be satisfying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Talking about your character, Laila, you spend a lot of time living it, right?
It started with a lot of observation because
Yeah.
I was introduced to my director's cousin, Shonali's cousin is Malini Chib, and she has cerebral palsy. So that was a brilliant thing to have somebody, you know, there who was willing to just let me into her life in a huge way. I mean, I went and lived with her at her home. I went to her workplace. We became friends. We went out for dinner and drinks. You know, I saw her drunk.
Wow.
We danced. We went to the cinemas. Everyone with CP is different. One person might be completely in a wheelchair and might have a lot of trouble with movement, whereas somebody else can walk and almost talk, but just have a slight impediment or whatever. And we had to sit with Shonali and really decide what Laila's, you know, the difficulties that she has and how far she can go, because obviously we want the audience to still be able to understand her speech. The tongue is also a muscle, right? So if you have lack of control of your tongue, you will have trouble speaking.
That's how the speech is distorted, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, imagine if someone holds your tongue and you're trying to speak. You know, it's much tougher to speak.
Yeah.
There's also another thing which, when they show a lot of emotion, right? If you laugh, we've learned to laugh very like But when we were kids, we used to just laugh really out loud.
Laugh,
so with someone with CP, because they can't control their muscles, when they laugh, their muscles just, you know, let go. So you see it in a much bigger way.
Wow.
So that's something beautiful. You know, these are lots of traits that I saw. Every day when I came home, or in the morning or in the night, for 1 hour, I would be Laila. I would be in my wheelchair.
That's like a different world, right?
Yeah. So whatever normal activity I had to do, if I had to make breakfast, or I had to be on my computer, or I had to take a shower, I did it as Laila.
like Laila. Wow.
So that, you know, it just became habit.
Has Malini also changed the way you look at life and love because of her experiences?
I think, yeah, subconsciously, without thinking about it, you know, Malini is someone who puts abled, complaining people to shame. She falls, she gets up, she falls, she gets up, and every time with a smile. And she always has a joke, you know, up her sleeve. For her, she doesn't pity herself because she's born this way. She's been that way her whole life.
She doesn't know any different.
She doesn't know any different. It's other people who stare at her and pity her, and that makes her feel conscious, right?
Tell me about your teenage days, Kalki. Did you have these moments like we all do, in awkwardness, whether, you know, acceptance, you want to try to fit in, try to be somebody else just to like prove a point?
I was so awkward, socially awkward as a teenager.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, you know, the clown of the class. But I had braces as well, which makes you directly uncool. There was so much confusion about what I wanted, and I think it was always about trying to fit in. And you know, it took me a long time to realize that being different is what's cool. And luckily I found that when I was in university, when I went to university. in London, and I did drama theatre studies there, and everybody was really different and really weird. You learn to embrace your differences, I suppose.
Right. But even back then, when you were in London, I was reading somewhere that you said that you know, people thought that you didn't even look French or you didn't look Indian. Some of this identity crisis there, right?
That's something I think I have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Even here now, when I meet any fans, a lot of fans, they say, oh, you know, so which is it your mother or your father who's Indian? And I say both my parents are French. And they're like, oh, so you're not Indian? I said, well, I am Indian because I'm born and brought up here. So it's always part of my identity crisis, a part of my life, I think.
You know, Father, you're not from this place.
No, I did. I remember when an article came out saying these foreign girls playing prostitutes. Some stupid article came out after Devdi. And so I was really depressed about that.
It's ridiculous.
I was like, please, I'm from here only, and I have good values also. You know, because people don't know your full background or don't know, you know. We do all the time. We judge people on the basis of their look. Everyone can be who they want to be, and you know, sort of, it takes a lot of layers to understand a person. So I think that's something I struggle with, but it's also something I'm used to. I think we all have to face that, you know.
Yeah. But being a part of the industry and being an actress, there's constant focus on you. You're in the limelight. Isn't it tough being the way you are, trying to be just the way you want to be?
People find it surprising that I'm the way I am, that I'm candid, you know. People are a bit disarmed, like when I make them chai, when interviews happen in my house. Mere liye kal ki chai bana rahi hai, and I'm like,
big deal.
I don't think about it, right? It's a normal thing that people do. I've met down-to-earth people in the industry. I've not felt this need to sort of transform my life, as I want to transform myself as an actor and better myself, and that's enough.
But how do you deal with criticism? Because a lot of that does come your way. Like you were saying initially in your career, a lot of people seeing things, and then people started warming up to you as an actress and as an artist, right?
Yeah, people have their doubts, you know, who's this girl? She's white-skinned, she doesn't speak Hindi. I still feel like I have leaps and bounds to go in terms of my language skills in Hindi and stuff like that. But I feel like you push yourselves little by little and you surprise yourself and your audience. But I think you've got to love yourself a little bit. If you're an actor, you've got to...
Not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, and just be like, next one I'll show them. I do censor myself from gossip because that's exhausting to hear random gossip about you all the time.
The tabloids,
so I've stopped reading a lot of tabloids and stuff like that. I read about my work, that's important to me.
How did this name come about, Margarita with a Straw? It's such a cool name.
So Margarita with a Straw there were two things. One is, you know, we have this idea, which is a myth, that people with disabilities don't drink alcohol or don't go out partying.
They shouldn't have fun.
Yeah, right. There's this myth, and I was part of that. I was guilty of that before I met Malini. When I saw Malini drinking the first time, I was like, whoa, you're cool. Yeah, you know. So that's to break that myth, one. And of course, because people with CP have to have a straw to sip. And the other reason was because there's this saying, right? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So we just said, when life gives you lemons, make strong alcoholic margaritas. Cheers.
So what limits you in real life? Is anything that limits you at all?
I am somebody who naturally is very candid and open, so I'll just be like pouring everything out.
Right.
But when someone takes advantage of that and sort of, you know, pushes my sort of trust or whatever, I completely close up. I'm impatient, so I don't know how I'm going to direct my play now.
Because you're directing a play, right, with Neel Gopalan?
Yeah, with Neel and Sheba Chadda and a couple of other actors. And I basically am very nervous because I get really impatient if other people don't get what I'm saying.
What do you fear the most?
Losing my mind, maybe. Losing my mind. That or being completely dependent on somebody.
What is the toughest part about shooting this movie?
The toughest part was the physical embodiment transformation. My spine is twisted in a way, so I had back problems. I was yawning all the time because I take shallow breath. I had to take very shallow breaths, small breaths, so I was yawning a lot. Like that. That's
so
the body wanting.
Very draining for you.
Very draining, and that has an emotional effect as well. So I would cry at the drop of a hat, which was great for the film shoot because
it's easy to cry
I could cry without any problems. But at the same time, it was exhausting. Yeah, and so you appreciate the life you have. You know,
you said valuing it so much more. I heard that you guys had a workshop on intimacy. Is that true?
True. Sonali kept asking me, are you going to be comfortable with this and all? I was like, no, I went to boarding school. I was surrounded by girls. You know when you go to boarding school and you're surrounded by naked girls and we practice kissing on our arms and stuff like that.
Really?
So Didn't you do that in school? Was it just me?
I think just you, Kalki.
Okay, well, anyway, the point is, physically, I didn't feel like I would be worried to kiss a girl. I was like, it's fine. But when you're on set, it's a different story because you are surrounded by, you know, another 15 people around, you know. It is difficult.
So are you excited about the release of this film?
Very, very, very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you nervous because it's not like a Ye Jawani or it's not like a happy ending kind of thing? It's like you totally carry
I'm not nervous about any of my films, honestly.
Really?
I mean, I've had films like Ye Jawani, but I've also had films like Yellow Boots, Shaitan. So, you know, each film has its place and its audience, and I feel very encouraged by the buzz that the trailer has gotten. People are really interested to see it. No, I don't get nervous because for me, the work is done, the process is over now, right? This is the enjoying. If you don't enjoy this part, then what are you going to enjoy?
What do you work
for all this.
Thanks so much, Kalki. It was a lot of fun talking to you.
Thank you.
And I really hoped you enjoyed this Nimbu Pani, which looked like a margarita.
Thank you. I sipped a lot
mock
virgin margarita.
Yeah, virgin margarita. Thanks so much.
Thank
it was a pleasure.
you.